Salutations YouTube, it is Speedy of Terra Productions coming to you for once, not only from my tablet but in widescreen as well. Who'd have thunk that thought? Um, anyway, I've just returned from my local Tesco's, my local superstore, and it is friggin' boiling outside. It's like, what, 30 degrees centigrade here. I really do have a feeling that Cardiff is in for another heat wave, and apparently a sign to tell that a heat wave is coming is flying ants. I've seen 2 so far. I concur, 2 isn't that high a count, but you never know. Anyway, I went down to my local Tesco store because of this. Providing I can get it in shot. Yes, there it is. It is a My Little Pony Friendship is Magic blind bag. Well, bag. Really. And inside, obviously, was the standard collector's card. Now, I'll give you a clue. The blind bag character that I had in this bag here is one of the 6 characters on this card. It's actually Minnie's, or Colgate, depending on what you want to call her. To which her bio reads, Colgate is always on time. I really do think Hasbro could have thought of something better, truth be told. But, yeah. Oh well. And now, having gutted my TARDIS money box, I can now show you my complete blind bag collection so far as it stands. So, starting off down here, we have the newcomer, Colgate. Next to her we have a custom unicorn, made up to look like my OC, Speedy, in his unicorn form. Next to him we've got Rainbow Dash, followed by Twilight Sparkle, Rarity, Pinkie Pie, and Fluttershy. I did actually have the glitter Pinkie Pie from wave 4 of the blind bag figures, but I gave it to a friend of mine, and then only a couple of months later, he misplaced it. So, yeah. That old Pinkie just got bored. See it as you will, but yeah. There is Colgate, and as you can see, her cutie mark is an hourglass. Much like the cutie mark of that man over there in the corner. Yeah, that's right, she's got the same cutie mark as Doc Who's. Big whoop, I hear you say. There can't be anything special about that. Ah, but there is. Because I know for a fact that there's a fan name that's ever very rarely used for Colgate, and that name is Ramona T. Colgate. And I only bring this up because back when Tom Baker played the Doctor, which was about, what was it, the early 70s, the mid-70s, somewhere along those lines, he actually had a companion called Romana, and it was spelled the same way, R-O-M-N-A-A-N-A. Coincidence? Maybe. That, or someone's just been paying attention to the Doctor's previous, what are they called again? Companions, that's it. I knew that, shut up. Bleh. But yeah, it's fucking boiling. It really is. But, yeah, anyway, back to the collector card that came with it. Whoop. On the collector card, other than Colgate, there are 5 more ponies. There's Rose Luck. That's Trixie. Trixie Lunamoon, if you can believe it, aka the great and powerful Trixie. Again, if you can believe it. Twilight Velvet. Yeah, Twilight Sparkle's mother. They actually turned her into a combat character. And then that one there is Mosley Orange, if I'm correct from reading on the back of the packet. And that is Berry Green or something. Let me just consult the packet real quick. The Earth Pony I pointed out, which is a big mackerel paint, I was right, his name is Mosley Orange. And the mare who is the Applejack repaint, Berry Green. Yeah, I was correct on both. But, Yeah, this is actually the sixth wave, I think it is, of the blind bag figures, and I can't wait um, because I do actually have a couple of ponies from Wave 6, other than Colgate, on my collect list. Those figures being, if I just look at the back of the pack real quick, Applejack. Out of all the main six, as you saw on that table, I have practically all the main six bar Applejack. She is always the one who gets away from me. I plan on getting Roseluck. Um, I'm also planning on getting Trixie, Twilight Velvet, and this wave's and Wave 6's Twilight Sparkle. Now, why do I want two Twilight Sparkles, I hear you ask? Well, the Twilight Sparkle you saw there, in between my Rarity and my Rainbow Dash blind bag figures, um, has her cutie mark painted on, and came in one of the tube 4-pack figures. Sorry, 4-figure packs. The Twilight Sparkle blind bag figure in Wave 6, and this also goes for the Trixie Lulumoon blind bag figure and the Twilight Velvet blind bag figure. They all have 3D cutie marks. They have little gemstones that you can put onto their flanks, and it gives a sort of 3D effect on their cutie mark, which I think is a pretty nifty idea, actually. I really do. And I know for a fact as well that I think it was Twilight Velvet's bag up in my local Tesco's, so I decided to hide her away at the back of one of the shelves. Yeah. Um, that's pretty much it, really, for this video. Also, I want to apologize in advance um, for the next few videos. The next few videos are going to be a bit slow hitting the web for the simple fact that that today, Thursday, September 5th, 2013, I restarted college. I'm on a full-time course, which means it's going to be 5 days a week, so Monday through Friday. And in fact, from the second term onwards, after the Halloween holidays, every Wednesday I'm going to be released on on a day release, bit of work experience. So yeah. For those of you who know me outside of YouTube and Facebook and all that, you will know that. Pardon me. You'll know that I'm currently studying car mechanics. So that should be fun. Um, but yeah. So if you do wonder why there's such a lack of videos, don't blame me. Actually, no, scrap that. Do blame me, because I was the one who did the stupid thing of picking to go on the 5-day course. I could choose either the 3-day course or the 5-day course. I did the stupid thing of going for the 5-day course, which means I'm going to have to get out of routine of sleeping in on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Ugh. But yeah, so unfortunately that does also mean as well that my hopeful Q&A session will have to wait at least until sometime in the October bank holiday. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So until next time, folks, this has been Speedy of Terror Productions saying thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to add me as a friend on Facebook. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to follow me on Tumblr. And don't forget to add me as a contact on Skype. Obviously, of course, I will leave my email address in the description box below, so you can get through to me with tips. And if you have any of the blind bag figures I'm looking for, do please make an offer, because I'd be willing to buy them, but only if they're cheap. Only if they're cheap enough. I managed to get Colgate's at my local Tesco store for £2 sterling, which is about $3.50, I think. I'm not so sure. So, that's it. Bye bye.